Hello, my name is Chrissy Hodges. Welcome to my channel. Tonight, I just wanted to come on. It's a little impromptu, but I really wanted to do this video because I have heard a lot about this. I have felt a lot about this recently, and just wanted to come on here and give you a little encouragement if you need it in this department. I am a certified peer support specialist. I work with people all over the world, providing support for OCD through groups, support, and an online community. This is my book, Pure OCD: The Invisible Side of Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. I mainly do advocacy for Pure OCD, which is the community name for individuals with intrusive thoughts and mental rituals. And tonight, I wanted to talk about how OCD makes you feel like you are undeserving. This can go in so many different ways, and a lot of it impacts our self-esteem, and they play off of each other. And a lot of it also has to do with not only how OCD is a mental disorder, it's ego dystonic, meaning that we know that what we are thinking is not real, but we cannot stop thinking it, which then plays into the self-esteem piece. It plays into what is wrong with us piece. Do I just not know who I am? Do I not know who I really am? What kind of person can't just know or thinks they know the ego dystonic part, but can't stop thinking about it? Um, and this all feeds into the deserving part of living with this illness. Before I get into kind of the meat of what I want to talk about, I just wanted to let you know too that NoCD, NoCD is an app. Inside that app, you can connect with other people. There's lots of resources, and they also do telehealth, doing ERP in many places all over the world. So check them out at truemyocd.com or nocd.com. So why is this topic important? And again, this is a little bit impromptu. I have nothing prepared. I just have heard this a lot lately. I have been feeling this a lot lately. And I thought, if that's the case, then maybe you can benefit from this. When we live with OCD, we tend to just shame ourselves. We tend to think we're less than, that we're not good enough. And it's just like I was describing before. A lot of it is just from the idea that we are having these horrendous thoughts or, these thoughts that we know aren't true, but we can't stop thinking about that. So that must mean something about ourselves. It must mean something about our logic, about our character, about something that maybe we haven't discovered yet, some deviant part of us, some second self, something maybe we're living in denial of. Because if not, then why would it persist? Why would it continue to be there? The seeking to find the answer to that is where the compulsions come in. The compulsions can provide relief. A lot of times we do them so much, they stop providing relief and they don't provide answers anymore after a while. But that keeps us stuck in the cycle, which is then continuing the ego dystonic nature of OCD, which then reinforces I must be less than. I must be stupid. I must be in denial. If this wasn't part of who I am, I would be able to just know the truth, find the proof, and move on. That's not how OCD works. It's very behavioral. And what I wanted to emphasize today is how this translates into what we believe we deserve. The deserving piece can come into just having a mental illness in general. I can only speak for myself, but I am the mentally ill person in my family. So since day one, knowing something was off, I knew I didn't belong. I knew I was the one that was different. I knew that I was the one that probably made the family off or wrong or toxic or whatever else, even though I didn't because I didn't ask for this disorder, but I didn't know that then. But then to find out that I had a mental illness after a suicide attempt and hospitalization, which all three of those things combined created such a huge stigma, Then it doubled down on the you don't deserve because of stigma, because of shame, because there's a flawed part of us. There's some inherently wrong wrongness about ourselves. And we need to figure that out and we need to solve it, make it right. So I don't have to feel these feelings of not deserving things. But in our society and in general, we're ingrained to believe that from a mental illness standpoint, we are the broken ones. And so therefore, we don't deserve anything because of that. Do I agree with that? Absolutely not. And of course, when I'm talking to you and I'm meeting with people and I hear people's stories, I don't believe that. But when it comes to me, it's a different story. It's hard to look in the mirror and say that I do deserve happiness, that I do deserve success, that I deserve to take an afternoon and sit in the sun and not do anything. Because it's even the little things of deservedness that really can drive us to believe that we're not worthy. So, taking the whole idea of being mental illness aside, let's take the content. Let's take the idea that we know something, ego dystonic, and yet still can't stop thinking about it. We can't solve it. Even with real event, something may have happened. So, this also gives us this element of I don't deserve anything because of this real event. We know in previous videos I've done that there's healthy guilt and there's unhealthy guilt, unhealthy and healthy shame. Take that event aside, and the OCD will make you say, you don't deserve a good life. You don't deserve happiness. Content of the themes when it's taboo, content of the things when it's not taboo, and you just feel like you can't figure it out. What does that mean about me? I'm not worthy. I'm less than. Therefore, I don't deserve. You can feel this way before you know you have OCD, while you know you have OCD before treatment, during treatment, and after. Even if I am feeling relief, I still don't deserve happiness because of what my brain was capable of thinking, of seeing, of feeling. What kind of person would think, see, feel these things? And that can keep you stuck. Even if you feel relief from therapy, from a behavioral standpoint, you still may think to yourself, the kind of person that I am, because I thought these things, or I tested or checked, which is a compulsion, that you're maybe thinking I acted on them, so now I don't deserve it. You're going to think to yourself, I don't deserve to laugh. I don't deserve a partner. I don't deserve to be loved. I don't deserve, like I said before, the sun shining on my face and taking an hour off. I guess I wanted to talk to you about this tonight because I hear this so much. And the interesting thing is that I hear it from a group standpoint, and I hear it in the community, and I hear it when others are with other people. And we look at each other and say, you do deserve that. But we can't look in the mirror and say it to ourselves. I can't look in the mirror and say it to myself. And I don't know how that makes you feel. I don't know if that makes you feel hopeless, because if I can't do it, and I'm open about it all or whatever, or if that makes you feel hopeful, like, well, at least I'm not alone. I actively work on it. I actively practice things that I feel like I should deserve. Even if I don't fully believe it, I'm going to do them anyway. Self-care. Self-care is a kind of a bum word, like it gets a bad rap. But self-care is the behavioral action of self-compassion, which is something we desperately need with OCD, but something that is always out of our grasp because we don't believe that we deserve it. So the way to get there is to practice acts of self-care. I'm not talking about going on and doing like full-on bubble baths and shit. Like, although if a bubble bath is what you need, fine. I'm just saying a lot of times it seems very woo-woo to people of like, oh, the bath is gonna make me feel better. No. What is it that you can do for yourself? Little things that takes you out of that shame, that takes you out of that deservedness. And I'm gonna actively do this, even if your brain is saying you don't deserve it. Is it taking a walk? Maybe. Is it going to get your nails done? Maybe. Is it going to eat your favorite food? Buying a steak and cooking it? Or, going and hanging out with friends, walking up a mountain. The behavioral action is self-care. And when you start to practice those things daily, you start to develop self-compassion. The other way to do this, and I am definitely been promoting this lately because I'm just loving watching it grow, is my online community. The other way is to meet other people and to experience compassion for them and their stories and their struggles that will end up translating over to you. And you may think to yourself, but I just don't deserve it. I don't even deserve to laugh. I should self-punish for the rest of my life. But self-punishment is also a compulsion. So you're still engaging with OCD when you do that. What I want is to bring as many people together as we can so you can see that collectively we are a deserving group of people, that this happened to us, not because of us, not in spite of us. It happened to us. And a lot of times you only see that through living your experience in the stories of other people. Y'all, I have to do this too. I'm going, to an event this weekend and I'm going to listen to the lived experience. And I don't believe I'm worthy of being there. I don't believe I'm worthy of hosting it. But I'm going to go because that's the act of self-care. You do deserve to laugh. You do deserve to be loved. You do not deserve to be punished for the rest of your life for things you thought, did, acted on, and see me doing air quotes, compulsions, testing, checking, real event OCD, things that you think I'm stuck forever and I deserve to be punished forever. No one thinks that about anybody, about anything. You're not the exception. There's healthy shame and there's unhealthy shame. There's healthy guilt and there's unhealthy guilt, like I've talked about in my videos with Johnny Say. And we all experience this. We experience the unhealthy guilt and shame regardless of the OCD experience. So, how can we press into the healthy? It starts by self-care. It starts by meeting other people. It starts by seeing that you're a deserving human of your basic needs. Your basic needs. Let's just start there. And then we'll work our way up. How can you start with your basic needs being met? Food, shelter, love, belonging. Those probably aren't like the Maslow's hierarchy basic needs, but you know what I mean. The basic things that we think we should be deprived of because of our intrusive thoughts. We've got to stop that. And we can stop that together. I know that you're sitting here listening and you're like, Chrissy, you don't know what I've done or you don't know what it's like for me. I know that. But I'm telling you that I've been meeting with people for years and years and years and years, and I have never met anybody and won't meet anybody, including you, who's going to tell me a story and I'm going to say, you're not deserving of love. You're not deserving of smiling and laughing and of good things happening to you. OCD is a bitch. We did not ask for it. It happened to us. But our experiences are so similar. And when you start to see those, you start to realize if I can have compassion and believe that these people deserve good things, maybe, just maybe I can think that for myself. And have and am walking that path with so many of you and with myself. So if you're looking for a community, we're here whenever you need it. Maybe it's not now, but maybe it's 6 months from now, and you'll be ready to come in. Just check out in the description and come join us when you're ready because you deserve it. You deserve it. Hear me when I say it and believe it, even if you have to fake believe it at first. It will translate over time. I hope this is helpful to you. I know it's a little impromptu, a little emotional, but I'm feeling emotional and I wanted to share that with you. And I hope that it helps in whatever space you're in your journey to recovery.